walking this way. She's got her short-ass outfit on. And he just walks by. He's almost past her. He says, "Hey, baby." And she's like, "Hey, you got a boyfriend?" "No." "Can I get your number?" She goes crossing the street.
What?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just never knew it was that damn easy.
Yeah.
And he was looking all sloppy and everything. She looked like she had her shit together, but...
Uh-huh.
"Can I get your number?" Maybe she went over and was like, "Look, $50.
We usually don't slum it down here, but...
I'm usually on the upper end.
Jesus.
Well, on that note, we'd like to welcome everybody to another episode of The Commute.
I will be your driver.
I will be your passenger. Okay, so we did the story last week on the guy that put the... You know, take your fucking time. God. It cost us the green light. It's at our expense. Fucking asshole. So anyway, so we did the story on the guy that made the chart of every time he asked his wife to have sex. And her response to it. So people are all up in arms about that. So this other woman goes on Reddit and creates a group and of all the excuses a wife gave her husband to get out of sex. And someone else from that group said, "Well, how about we have reasons why you should have sex with your husband?" Mm-hmm. So her and her husband set out to make a chart, and it was their goal to have sex every day for a month. Okay, so they do it, and let's see, what is her name? Megan Conley. And she said it's more about being intimate daily than actually having sex. She was committed to the idea of her own marriage. So she says, I guess, and work out. She got to work out every single day. She goes to Zumba and humiliates herself in front of 45 women every single day. She decided her body is worth it, and she'd like to wear a swimsuit at some point. So why can't I put 15 minutes in a day towards my relationship when I spend an hour a day doing this? And of course, her husband was like, okay. So she said, it was this challenge that my husband very happily accepted, so we decided to do that for a month, and sometimes it was 15 minutes, sometimes it was several hours, and it was fantastic. She said the more frequent sex improved their relationship, not only physically, but emotionally as well. Conley said that when her father died in February, she and her husband's dutiful work on their relationship allowed them to see each other's souls and communicate openly to help her heal. The many healing powers of sex. She said, as a woman, when I saw sex as something that strengthened my relationship, it became much more interesting to me. So I thought that was cool. Instead of people focusing on why they don't do things and making each other angry, they focused on the good things and made it even better.
Well, that, and it has a different value for the different sexes. I mean, that's...
Oh, sure.
You know, it's just a biological fact.
Yeah.
You know.
But still, instead of arguing about stuff, they took action and got even closer. They were just doing it as a project to see what would happen.
Yeah.
And, shit. So good for you, Miss Conley.
Good project.
I say. Let's continue the sex stories at ComicCon.
Oh, yeah?
ComicCon, you know, they go there and these girls dress up in these scantily clad outfits and uniforms, you know, and...
Yeah, the cosplay thing?
Yeah, stuff like that. Well, let's see. Well, there were allegations of sexual harassment last weekend at ComicCon.
Oh, God.
Geeks for Consent, C-O-N, for ComicCon. They started a group founded by 3 women from Philly, go fucking figure, gathered nearly 2,600 signatures on an online petition supporting a formal anti-harassment policy at Comic-Con. They said they were being groped, followed, and unwillingly photographed during the 4-day convention. Unwillingly photographed. If you have to know that if you dress up and go to this thing, people are going to take pictures of you.
Yeah.
Sexy or not.
Right.
If you got a cool Batman outfit on, people are going to take pictures of you. You know, when they're saying you need my consent to take my picture even. So, what others regarded as blatant objectification continued on the convention floor. Scantily clad women were still used as decoration for some presentations. So they're saying this really isn't the place. Fuck it,
Jesus
man.
Christ.
Yeah, no, you got it, idiot.
The street's clear if you look one fucking way, right?
This isn't the place to go dress scantily clad and complain about guys gawking at you.
Well,
Groping, sure. You shouldn't be groping.
No. I mean, that obviously crosses a line.
Yeah.
You know?
But one, this is a mostly male event. Two, and they're like, oh, well, we can't even dress up as our favorite superheroes. Your superheroes dress like sluts. I'm sorry, they do.
Yeah.
I mean, my kid likes the superheroes, and of course she likes the girl superheroes.
Mm-hmm.
You should see these dolls.
Yeah.
They're like little hookers.
No, I've seen them.
It's insane. So, I mean, and it's a mostly male event, where a lot of these people aren't really used to even seeing live women, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. But even that, like, that's been a stereotype for how long? It's like, it's got to be.
It's becoming more away from that.
Yeah,
it's not the stereotype.
Yeah, it's got to be.
But they're there
now, where like you can't really use that as an excuse anymore.
No, you can't. But I'm saying they're there.
Yeah.
They had 10 vaguely slutty women for the Hercules thing, standing in front of the Rock, just there, like they weren't doing anything. Mm-hmm. But the fact is that those things are there. Let's see, groping, catcalling, and other forms of sexual harassment are a larger social issue, not just a Comic-Con problem. And many comics and movies still portray women as damsels in distress. Okay, well that's just the type of movies they are.
Yeah.
They also, they have women, powerful women, superheroes. They went on to say, Comic-Con has an explicit code of conduct that addresses harassing and offensive behavior. This code of conduct is made available online as well as on page 2 of your events guide. They said they even upped security this year. They had a more police presence there. So they said the chance of this really happening and no one doing anything about it, it's probably slim to none.
And I don't know. I mean, I went to the one here, and it wasn't
like that.
We weren't there that long, but I'm not saying it wasn't like that. But I'm saying the social atmosphere that was there, like people just walking by, nobody's gonna put up with that kind of shit.
No.
Mm-mm. I mean, I don't know. Like if I saw that happening in front of me, like I'm gonna stop some fucking guy. It's anybody walking through there is most likely going to have that same fucking opinion. They're not just going to let, especially at fucking Comic-Con, okay? What is every superhero's fucking thing? Justice. That's the thing.
Right?
Social or otherwise. Right. You're going to a convention that glorifies that. People that are well aware of justice. I don't know. I can't see people just letting that go.
I mean, there or anywhere. I just don't see people letting that go.
No, it's just.
So they're making a big deal of this. They want, even more security. They want all this other stuff done. Tony Darling, a 24-year-old model who was dressed as Wonder Woman on Saturday, said the issue goes way beyond Comic-Con. I don't think it has anything to do with cosplay or anything to do with costumes. People who are the kind of people who are going to take a photo of you when you're not looking from behind are going to do that regardless whether you're in costume or not. Yeah, true. Pervs are pervs.
Yeah.
That's... But she said, when you bend over to sign an autograph, they're taking pictures of your butt. Well, I'm sure they are. But then don't dress up like Wonder Woman and bend over. How about you sit down when you sign autographs? You know what I mean? If you're that worried about it.
Yeah,
I don't know. The whole thing just seemed the wrong place. It's kind of like strippers complaining that guys are gawking at them. If you're going to dress like a stripper, people are going to gawk at you.
I guess, but that's a slippery slope argument.
No, sure,
just in general.
It's the truth,
I don't know.
Right?
I don't know what autographs was this girl signing? Why was she signing autographs?
Well, people are weird that way. They see people dressed up. It must have been a really cool outfit, or she was really hot, one or the other. And they ask for people's autographs, like these cosplay people. Because
What?
Because they have a great costume, and this cosplay thing's getting big. Fuck, they got their own TV show now.
Why are you signing an autograph like that? I guess for a kid, but you take the thing.
Yeah.
You sign the thing and you give it back. Be aware of the limitations of your costume. How about that?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. Don't dress like that and then, complain if you have a titty pop out even. It's like, wear a fucking, I don't know. Yeah. Like I said, the costume is what the costume is. If you don't like it, don't wear it.
Yeah.
And then don't complain because people look at you when you do.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean...
I know it's a touchy subject, but I just read this whole thing, and now they want to put these fucking rules on ComicCon.
Well, people are just not going to go if it's, overly policed, and it's like...
Oh, yeah, who the hell wants to do that?
If you get caught, looking at somebody the wrong way, that, you're going to get, fined or... taken to jail or whatever.
So the only thing I can say is I'm totally against on there is the groping. That's not right anywhere.
Yeah, no, I mean...
even in a strip club,
And you're not...
Your rules.
What are you doing? Taking pictures under somebody's dress, while they're standing there? You shouldn't be doing that either, obviously.
No. Yeah, so there's a line of what's okay and what's not, and staring and taking your picture, I think, is fine. Not taking a picture under the table, but... Yeah,
but taking a picture of them...
Oh, check her over there. I'll take a picture.
It's another, Daily Show thing. They had this... It was a guy dressed up like SpiderMan. And, he was... It was in New York City. And, this family got, their picture taken with SpiderMan. And, they go to give him a tip.
Hi.
Did you see this? And they gave him a 1 or something. He's like, no, I only take 5, 10s, and 20s. And a cop overheard it and was asked him for his ID or something. And he punches the cop in the face. They take him away.
So maybe they're not all out for justice.
Yeah, no, I mean,
you're punching a cop in the face. That's
those people are not. They're in a costume to make $1.
Yeah, they're in it.
That's costume.
And that's the thing. A lot of them are in it to look at me.
Yeah.
They want to be seen.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, that's. Or look at my costume. Look at all the time I put into it.
Right. Look how awesome I am.
Yeah. But
Oh, this fucking city.
Well, the fucking bridge was up.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. So. We gotta sit through 29 cycles of this light.
Alright, let's cover things that happened this day a long time ago. July 29th, 1958. U.S. Congress passes legislation to establish the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, otherwise known as NASA. That seemed like that should have happened longer ago.
Yeah.
58. NASA didn't start till 58.
Well, you figure technology didn't really get to that point until...
Yeah, that's true. Now, are they still NASA? Or didn't they get rid of a bunch of the...
I think they defunded some part of it or something, but I think it still exists as
still a legit thing.
Yeah.
I think it'll slowly go away, though, as you have more and more independent things like this being put together.
Yeah, but, I mean, I don't know. I think people in general would be upset if you got rid of a publicly funded...
Oh, sure. Something as big as that, as cool as that.
Yeah.
I
mean, you should have something like that to further...
humanity.
Yeah.
Well, then stop looking at the fucking moon.
Yeah.
Well, they keep talking about that. Oh, we gotta go back to the moon. No, we don't.
Well, no. It's because of, George Bush at the end of his presidency challenged NASA to get back to the moon by 2020 and establish a moon base and all this other stuff.
I mean, to have a moon base, cool, because it gives you another liftoff point to go other places.
Well, it's everything. I mean, if you have a moon base, you have access to further in the solar system.
Right.
You need a place to refuel and not waste so much fuel getting out of the atmosphere. I mean, that's 90% of their fuel is used just getting out of the atmosphere.
Right. So you get up there, refuel. Man, you can fill up there.
Yeah. Well, that's why they were so concerned with finding water on the moon to convert it to fuel. You're
gonna bleed that dry too.
Oh, yeah. Not doing anything anyways, just sitting.
Yeah, just sits there like a fucking douche.
Man in the moon.
Fucking jackass. Give you something to smile about. So you're my moon.
Yeah.
Smile that.
Okay. July 29th, 1976. The Son of Sam makes the first in a series of attacks, killing Donna Lauria and wounding Jody Valenti.
So I saw that, and then I went through and I found like this documentary like on Son of Sam. I was like, Son of Sam, oh man, Summer of Sam, that was a great movie.
Yeah.
So I started like, floating around YouTube looking for clips and stuff, and like I found this documentary on David Berkowitz, and like he came out years later and said he was part of this whole satanic cult that was involved in all of the killings. Like, he did not act alone.
Oh, okay.
Like, the 5th killing or something, the sketch that they had of the person was like a female, and he said it was a female. Like, he takes, responsibility for, like, planning and being there at all the crimes, but he said he didn't commit all the murders just himself.
But he didn't turn anybody in?
No. Well, he named names and stuff years later, and that's what the Process
Church of the Final Judgment?
Yeah.
Now that's the name of the church, or is that the name of
that's the name of the Satanic Church that he was apparently involved in, and they've been involved in all kinds of crazy murders and weird stuff over the years. But he says, they're probably still in operation, just under a different name. He's talked about all the people that were involved in it and all these, and from like different sources, he came across like some of the people that he talked about, and some of the evidence pointed to like when he wrote his like letters and stuff to the cops, he like goes on all these like side note things, and at the time they just thought it was just like psychotic like rambling and stuff, but he's like naming people's names in the thing, and so there may be something to it.
And so do you know, is it still an open case, or did they shut it?
Yeah, no, they reopened the case. I mean, years ago, whenever that documentary was filmed, it was like an open case because of that.
Cool.
And a bunch of the people that he named in the thing were killed after the fact, like within weeks after the fact of the murder.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
And there's evidence. There's evidence like directly relating those separate murders to the Son of Sam murders, like same caliber weapons and all kinds of stuff. Just that points back to that. So
that's pretty cool. That it went deeper than just him.
Yeah, and like that whole story that he gave when he first, confessed to it was just bullshit. Like, he knew that they were coming for him, and he decided to take full responsibility for it as his part in that cult. That was what he was going to do for them.
Wow. Yeah, I never knew much of him until that movie came out.
Yeah.
And then, you get a little more curious because it was such a good movie. July 29th, 1900. Gaetano Bresci, whatever, born in Italy, lived in America, returned to Italy, and shot King Umberto I to death. Why?
I don't know. Some kind of political scheme he had going on.
Wow.
Like, assassinated him. Because he was... I guess the people saw him as more of like a dictator than he was a leader. So
he wanted to protect the homeland.
Yeah, I guess.
Fuck, dude, you made it to America. Chill out.
Yeah.
Did it say how old he was when he shot him?
No, I didn't really give any good details or anything. So
take a fucking boat back to Italy just to do that.
Yeah.
That's a long boat ride, man.
It is.
Hope we get there. We got some shooting to do. So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You got the movie coming out, right?
Yeah.
And it looks
like shit.
It looks like it'll be cool, like special effect wise. I just don't like the look of the turtles. They look stupid.
It looks like something I will never watch.
It looks. Oh, we're going to the theater to see it.
I'm not going to the theater.
My kid is stoked about it.
There's no way.
And we have to go.
That's one of those movies that you're like, oh yeah, that'll be great. But see, like, you know when movies are released.
Right.
She might know. Like,
she don't really have a clue.
She doesn't really have an idea of like when dates are. Ah, yeah, we must have missed it. It's out of theaters now.
It's going to be on DVD soon.
And the Lego movie.
Well, that's what I did with the Lego movie.
It's not playing anymore.
I was like, shoot.
We must have missed that.
She knew when that was in theaters, and all her friends were like, oh my god, we saw the Lego movie, it was awesome.
Because it was during school.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, we'll get there. When? Sometime. But, I don't know.
No.
I won't mind checking out What's Her Name for 2 hours.
I'm not seeing Michael Bay in the theater. Fuck him.
I did pass on Transformers.
Yeah? How did you pass on that? Come on. All the build-up.
The other ones just didn't do it for me.
I thought you were a true fan of that franchise.
I'm a true fan of the cartoon and the toys.
I don't know.
Not so much the franchises. I can wait. I didn't hear one person saying how awesome and great it was.
Yeah, no, it's
like, it was like the others. That's what they say. How was the movie? It was like the others.
Yay! That's great.
Well, in Australia, they have a poster for the movie, and people were and they released a poster on Twitter the other day, and people were all on a rampage because the poster features all the turtles falling from an exploding building, a really tall exploding building, like they're falling out of the sky, and the release date over there is September 11th. So they're saying that was in poor taste. So they since took the poster down. They took it off Twitter, but of course, once you're on the internet, you're always on the internet. And it was not. It's just people causing shit. It was. Even if I saw on the bottom like September, I wouldn't have even put the two together. No. It's a close-up of them falling out of a building. Like in the background, you kind of see like an explosion happen in a tall building. And,
as in like an action scene in an action movie.
Like in any fucking movie, like Die Hard. You know what? We can't fucking watch Die Hard anymore because the top of the building blows up and he goes falling down.
Yeah, can't watch that.
It was like they got so crazy. What else?
There's a good clip from this like sketch comedy show I watched. It's like a British show. It's called The Mitchell and Webb Look, and they do this one sketch where like this guy, like, he's sick in bed, like they give him like, you know, a month or 2 months to live or something, and the guy's like, oh, what do you want to do? Anything you want to do, anything you want to do, you know, we'll do it. So he goes through like this series of things, and one of them is he's like, I want to do Die Hard. He's like, what do you mean you want to do Die Hard? I want to do Die Hard. So his friend makes this whole like elaborate plan and like makes like Die Hard happen for him. And they're in the middle of like, you know, executing hostages and stuff like on the roof and stuff. And he's like, it's like, we're all into this. Yeah, this is your dream. Isn't this great? And the guy's like, it's just okay. Just like walks away. It's a great fucking show.
Oh, I'll have to check that one out.
Yeah.
It's just, it seems like a theme today, just people bitching.
Yeah, that's
no fucking reason, man.
I related those two stories right together. I mean, like,
let's see. Let me see if I have a story where people aren't bitching. Yeah, I think we're good now. So Florida, good sands, good water. Everybody likes to go there. I don't like going in the water anymore anyway, unless it's a pool.
Yeah.
But there's another reason not to.
There's something about seeing the bottom that you like.
Yeah, I like being able to see what I'm swimming next to.
So, like in Florida, you would go into the ocean.
You can't see yourself in all the water there. It depends where you're at. In,
like, the Virgin Islands, you would go into.
Yeah.
You go into the water.
Yeah, knee high.
Right.
There's riptides too.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of it. I can't see a riptide.
Coming for you.
Well, the state of Florida has warned that high levels of flesh-eating Vibrio bacteria have been detected in its waters. The naturally occurring bacteria, which thrives in warm, moderately salty water, causes around 80,000 illnesses and 100 deaths in the U.S. per year. Last year, 11 people in Florida alone were killed from the flesh-eating bacteria. Officials say bacteria is especially dangerous to people with weak immune systems and is fatal around 50% of the time once it gets into your bloodstream. It said a person can contract the virus by eating tainted raw shellfish and oysters as well. And people who swim in seawater who have open wounds are also vulnerable to the bacteria. Symptoms include fever, chills, skin lesions. They said you've probably even swam, if you've been in Florida, in that bacteria before and been okay. It just depends what you got going on with yourself.
Right.
But they said if you have a weak immune system, steer clear of Florida, because chances are you're going to get flesh-eating bacteria. They said, and as waters get warmer, they expect it to even get worse.
Right, it'll start being more prevalent everywhere.
In Oregon recently, a woman contracted another type of flesh-eating bacteria after falling off her bike.
Oh yeah, I've seen stuff like that. Like
that's insane, dude.
It was something else they did with a bike. Like cut their leg or something on a bike, and they got that flesh-eating bacteria.
Yeah, it just makes you want to stay in your fucking house, man.
Well,
Jesus Christ. Thank God for video games.
Where do you park your bike, though? It could be in your house,
fucking
too.
Sell it. No bikes.
No bikes.
No swimming in the ocean.
No nothing.
I'm just going to sit on my couch and get fleas.
Yeah.
I know they can't kill me. Yet.
Well, they can.
Yeah.
They carry pathogens.
Yeah, that's true.
You're not even safe from flea bites.
You know what? I revoke my previous statement. Let's get to the moon. Bring me there.
Yeah. Nothing lives there.
Yeah. You can't even hear me scream there.
Except for tardigrades. They live everywhere.
Who?
Tardigrades, you ever seen this?
No.
So like this microscopic insect thing. It's hard to describe. It looks like a pig with
Oh yeah.
legs.
I've seen them. Yeah. They can live in space.
Yeah, they live anywhere.
Really?
Everywhere. Yeah.
How do they live in space?
They don't need oxygen.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
Yep.
Wish I didn't need oxygen. I can do what's that? Auto asphyxiation.
Train yourself
more often.
To be a tardigrade.
But if you didn't need oxygen, that would have no effect on you. You would just be snoozing your neck.
You get nothing from it.
Yeah. Okay, well, it turns out vegetables and fruits, take this vegans, are actually worse than beef and pork when it comes to making people sick.
Sure.
Experts looked at illnesses and hospitalizations from various kinds of foods between 1998 and 2008. Healthy stuff, including fruits and vegetables, accounted for 46% of illnesses in the country in that amount of time. Leafy vegetables were responsible for the most illnesses, while dairy was responsible for the most hospitalizations. Beef ranked 6th in numbers of illnesses caused, behind fruits, nuts, and various vegetables. It ranked 7th in hospitalizations. Pork ranked even lower in both cases.
Yeah, I don't know. People usually cook pork well, but you can get it can kill you.
Yeah.
Bad pork, but
Yeah.
not in any way different than they spray fields with shit. They don't spray cuts of meat with shit.
Right. Right.
And you cook meat. You don't cook vegetables.
You don't have to.
So if you're not washing them properly, then it's just a matter of time, really.
No, they're not saying go ahead and start eating meat and quit eating vegetables because you'll fucking stroke out and have a heart attack if you eat too much meat. But for those of you who go, oh, fruits and vegetables, no, they're not. Matter of fact, the sickest I ever got from food was from fucking cherries.
Oh, yeah?
I sat down to watch a movie one night, a big bowl of cherries. I was like, it's gonna be a good night. I ate a whole bunch of cherries. Dude, I was fucking throwing my guts up.
Man.
I think I threw up 16 times that night.
Holy crap.
You know how if you throw up, it's just like, oh, I feel so much better now? No, I never felt better. I felt like someone was twisting my stomach.
Yep.
And then I throw up, I even was making myself throw up.
Yeah.
And it was this horrible, ugly cherry color and whole cherries coming out, And It was like the Witches of Eastwick. Just throwing up the cherry seeds. But it was just like the cherries. And just my stomach, I feel better for a second, and it would just start twisting and then not again.
Yep.
And I was up all fucking night throwing up. Felt like I did a million sit-ups the next day.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so bad. Probably should have gone to the hospital, but...
Yeah, for that, I mean, you definitely had some kind of poisoning.
But all because of fruit! Damn you, fruit!
Damn you, cherries.
Did you ever get food poisoning?
Not that I've ever needed to go to the hospital or anything for it, no.
But you've gotten, like...
I'm sure I have.
Diarrhea.
Yeah, I'm sure I've been food poisoned before.
Just the kind that you brag about. Woo!
Yeah.
I blew up that bathroom!
Look at that!
Y'all better not go in there for 20 minutes. Because I done food poison the toilet. Let's see. If you're a fan of the Hanwha Eagles, you can be a part of the crowd without even going to the game. This is it's a baseball team, but they didn't. I know it was one of these Asian countries, but it doesn't tell you which one in here.
Hanwha. I don't know. Baseball's popular in Japan. We could say it's Japan, but I don't.
Could be anywhere. Well, anyway, wherever Hanwha is, if you want to be a part of their crowd.
That sounds more continental Asian than it does.
Right, like island.
Japanese Hanwha. I mean, that's. I would say Taiwan, if I had to guess.
Could be.
More anglicized, that portion of China.
Well, they have an army of robots who sit in the stadium and broadcast the game to viewers at home. It's a whole section of these robots that sit in the bleachers.
Oh, so you have like a seat view?
Yeah, it's your seat. And let's see, so you can watch it on your TV, your mobile device, whatever. The fan watches the game on a smartphone and controls the robot remotely.
Oh, cool.
So if you want to like cheer for your team, the robots and they cheer for the team. If you want to boo them, they boo them. And it's not like they're robots that look like people. Yeah. They look like fucking robots.
Right.
With the screen face, so that if you want your face there to boo directly, you record yourself like Skyping, and your face appears on the robot, and you boo, and your robot fucking does the thing. The Eagles may need the support. They've lost more than 400 games in the past 5 years.
Wow.
Indeed, they're so bad that their fans, the human ones, are called Stone Buddhas because they're so patient. British soccer fans said they hope they don't get those robots in soccer because a misbehaved robot would be bad. But I would like to actually go to a game to see the robots.
Yeah.
What am I going to do just sitting there like controlling a robot? I don't care.
Right.
But, and I wonder like what kind of things you can make the robot do. It's just like press 1 to have him move, or can I really control his movements? Like, you fucking suck!
Yeah, it's probably got some banner or something that they can wave.
Yeah. But they had a picture of it. It was pretty cool. It was a lot of robots. It's fucking
cool, man.
But here's the kind they can't get any fans in the stands, but they put fucking robots.
Right.
They're spending their money wrong. But I thought that was neat. I thought that's something. We'll have to find out where Hanwha is, and we'll head out there and look it up when we cover the next story. So, a quarter of Japan's population right now is 65 and older.
You know what we need?
What do we need?
There's a couple of those robots in the back seat because we got no fans.
Yes! People, we can have them.
Yeah,
$5, you can be in the back.
Yeah.
You can control what,
you come in remotely.
Yeah, you can talk. You can still talk.
Yeah.
You can have yourself on there. So this way, we can have guests that don't even have to be local.
Right.
You can be in friggin' Japan.
Mm-hmm. And be connected,
I like that idea. We have to get ourselves some Hanwha robots.
It's the bridge of ideas.
There you go. Bridge of ideas. Yes, I am for it. Okay, so the Hanwha Eagles baseball team. What the fuck? South Chungcheong Province, North Chungcheong Province, and Daejeon. The fuck is that? I'm more confused now than before.
Provinces are probably China.
Korea.
Korea. Okay.
Yes, they are from Korea. Okay.
I didn't know baseball was big in Korea.
Yeah, I guess.
Interesting.
I think it's big everywhere, really. Not so much the UK, like that whole area. I don't think it's really that big.
I mean, that's.
Oh, that's
they've got the replacement for it.
Jesus Christ. I'm in a sport I don't fucking get in the least. I don't fucking get it.
You didn't grow up. I mean,
no, I mean rightfully so. But
you know, how little sense does baseball make if you don't, if you didn't grow up with it?
Yeah.
You know.
I suppose.
But at least baseball has like an ending.
Yeah.
Cricket.
Oh yeah, cricket can go on fucking forever.
Yeah, it can go on for. I forget how long the longest game was. It's like 4 days or 2 weeks or something.
And I would think that if you watched baseball games long enough, you would eventually understand it.
Yeah.
But I mean, not that I ever fucking watched a whole cricket match.
Yeah, exactly.
Either, I don't know. It's just fucking whack. Like, I don't get it. Like, why even have a pitcher? Why don't they just fucking lob it up and smack the damn thing?
Right. Well, I think the pitcher is trying to knock down the little wicket things, like behind them.
No, is that what he's trying to do?
Yeah, I think he's trying to get it past them to hit those things.
So throw it overhand.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing.
You know what I mean? Like, no wonder they last forever. You fucking lob it, it has to hit the fucking dirt first.
Yeah.
You're gonna try to sneak it past somebody? How bad you gotta be to let that ball get by you?
Well, that's part of the thing.
You know what? I think
know.
I would be great at that fucking game. I want to join a cricket team. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna rock that shit out. Rock it. Low to the ground, right? I would fucking be like
low center of gravity.
The cricket master. They have cricket masters.
Yeah.
MVP.
I'm sure there's a big, World Cup of cricket.
I'd be the MVC, be the most valuable cricket player.
Yeah. Phenom from America.
Yeah. This guy, and they would all chant, Joe. Doing it. Now, is cricket popular in other countries?
Well, former British
Or
colonies,
from that,
sure.
yeah.
I mean, it's big in India. Anywhere else was like a major British colony. I'm sure it's big in Australia.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know what? We're going to sit down one day and we're just going to watch a cricket match. I don't know how we're going to get a cricket match on TV.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be able to get it.
Well, we're going to do that.
Oh, I'm sure. And too, there's guaranteed there's a YouTube thing that you can watch and it gives you the whole thing of cricket. Like,
yeah, but I don't want to do it that way. I don't want to do that.
Oh, you want to do it the hard way.
I want to watch it live.
You want to put in the time.
I want to, I want to be part of it. I want to, as I said, you could do that with baseball.
Yeah.
So
you want to prove the same.
Why not with cricket? Prove or disprove? I just want to find out.
Well, yeah. I mean, if with a basic knowledge of sports, you should be able to understand some concept of scoring and but it depends how complex the rules are. I don't know.
It's like fucking highlight. I'm trying to figure that fucking sport out.
Yeah, I haven't even bothered to try to figure that out.
That's ridiculous.
It was funny because they had it on Mad Men. That was like one of the things they became like, the ad agency for like this highlight team. It's pretty funny.
So we got to get on it. And I've tried watching highlight. I've watched it before.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it was in the fucking Olympics or whatever. I was a kid. I wasn't a kid. I was like, maybe in high school. I was all grown up then. And I tried watching it because it seemed really good. I mean, they fucking whipped that shit, man.
Yeah, dude.
That's deadly. But I just couldn't get it. I could not understand what the hell was going on.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of those things they try to promote, and it just never really went anywhere.
Well, that was like when ESPN2 was the channel with like different sports that you fucking watch. Yeah. Now it's just like, hey, here's more fucking baseball and here's more fucking college basketball.
Right.
It's only on 8 channels tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you would figure they need like a sports channel that shows those things because like the American teams for all of those sports that show up at the Olympics, like they're playing that game all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Curling or fucking skiing or whatever the fuck it is, they're playing that shit all the time.
That's all they do.
There's all kinds of
you know how we can get this shit to watch? Don't you have a Roku?
Yeah.
I guarantee there's a channel you can get.
Yeah.
This is like the Highlight Network.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all you fucking watch, you know?
Yeah.
The fucking Cricket channel.
It probably is on there.
We gotta check it out.
I'd be willing to bet.
Subscribe for a week.
Yeah, I'll take a look on there tonight.
It's all fucking weekend, man. Cricket and fucking
curling.
Highlight. Curling I love. I love curling. I'll watch the shit out of that. I wish I could play that.
Well, some bars have that thing. Like where it's the...
Yeah,
like
that's fun too.
Version. That's fun.
I gotta do it on ice though.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so fucking fun on ice. But no, I played it in the bars. I've done that. That's fucking, it's a blast, dude. It's kind of like, sorry. You know?
Or shuffleboard.
Shuffleboard.
I guess that cornhole thing with the bean bags, because you can kind of knock
similar.
those off. I mean, that has the hole, so I guess that's kind of like the center thing. But that
I kind of equate that to like basketball and miniature golf had a baby.
Yeah.
You know?
But doesn't closeness count? Like how close you are to that thing? Or it only matters if it goes
in cornhole?
I
don't know. Cornhole Network.
All cornhole.
All cornhole. All day.
I'd be afraid to click on that channel.
I'd be excited to. I just feel like I'd be disappointed. Alright, well that'll do it for this episode of The Commute. Make sure you like and subscribe on Facebook and YouTube. Check out our website, tocommute.com, TWOcommute.com. Follow us on Twitter @DriverPassenger, and send us an email if you'd like at thecommutepodcast@comcast.net. Hope to see you soon.